Hi everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the start of another spend the day 2 days with me, but this one is going to be a little bit different because this one is going to be focused on getting back on track with the healthy eating and exercise because I've fallen off the wagon. And I know a few of you have mentioned in the comments that you have as well. So I thought if we spend the day or 2 days and we'll go through how I'm getting back on track or how I'm trying to get back on track, then that might help you as well. I know when I talk about it on video, it always helps me. So one of my goals at the beginning of February was to get my HbA1c blood sugar levels down to normal over the next 12 months. I am type 2 diabetic. I've kind of had little fits and starts with this over the last month, and I will be giving a proper update on it at the end of March. But I've kind of started eating well on a Monday, and then by Monday afternoon or Tuesday, it's all gone to hell. And it's gradually slipped, and I'm just not eating healthily at all. So I thought I would just start. It is Wednesday today, and I thought I would just start by explaining what I've eaten over the weekend. I didn't have too bad a week, but then the weekend comes round and it's like, oh, we'll have some crisps, we'll have some chocolate. We'll get a sausage roll. And I've ate a lot of junk. I've ate a lot of crisps. I've eaten a lot of biscuits. I made the huge mistake of buying 2 packets of biscuits because we really fancied a biscuit with a cup of coffee. But of course you can't buy 1 biscuit. So 2 packets, and I just couldn't control myself from eating all of the biscuits over a period of probably 2 days. I ate a packet of, well, Warren had a few, but basically I ate a packet of custard creams and most of the packet of shortbread. I've been buying yogurts and the Muller rices because I thought they were the better options to eat after my dinner on a night time because I do like something sweet. But I ate 2 yogurts and 2 Muller rices in 2 days. So that's not good. And then I thought Monday morning, okay, we'll get started again. We'll eat something healthy. And I think I had a protein shake on the Monday morning. And then by Monday dinner time, nothing was prepared. I hadn't done any shopping, so I didn't know what I was going to eat. So I think I ended up eating toast. And then yesterday was a bad day. Yesterday I had toast for breakfast. I had more toast for my dinner with, I think I had a cup of soup as well. I did have some biscuits on the morning. I didn't have any crisps in, but we did have salted peanuts and I ate the rest of those. I tend to be a binge eater. That has become quite obvious over the years. If I eat one biscuit, I want the packet. I can't stop. So it's better for me just not to have them. I'm like that with crisps. I'm like that with chocolate. I'm like that with biscuits. And for me, for bread, white bread is the worst thing that I could eat. It makes us feel rubbish. It gives us a bad stomach. It makes us sluggish. And when I eat too many carbs, I get headaches. So it's not good for us. I know that. I probably enjoy it in the moment, but I know it's not good for us. It's not going to help me blood sugars. It's not going to help us lose weight. And it's not going to help us feel better. And last night, after a day of eating a lot of carbs, I didn't eat anything healthy for my tea. I had a bowl of bran flakes. I have done that quite often. That is my go-to if I don't have anything prepared. Warren's healthier than I am. He took something out of the freezer in the morning for himself and he had a big salad with that. and I just couldn't make myself eat the salad. I just couldn't. I just had bran flakes. So this morning I thought I'll start off healthy, but then I had eggy bread, or French toast if you want to call it, with white bread. You can't have eggy bread with brown seeded bread. You've got to have it with white bread. And that's probably why I bought the white bread, because I knew I wanted it. So I had eggy bread this morning, and I thought to myself, right, it's Wednesday. What would I normally do if I've eaten something that I know I didn't really want to eat? I would just continue. The rest of the day would be written off, and I'd say, oh, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start next Monday. But to be honest, there's going to be no day that is good to start. It's never going to happen. You just got to do it. So I was having a chat with Dave Algio, and if you remember, I did an interview video with him on my channel last year. Dave Algio is like a weight loss coach, so he talks about the mindset of it, and he talks about just, you know, little sprout sized actions to take. Don't dive in wholeheartedly, just take little sprout sized actions. And I thought, yeah, that was what I had intended to do, and I've just lost sight of that. So I thought to myself, I'm not going to just let the day go and, you know, find some more toast to eat or eat some more cereal. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and get back on track today. So when we go through the day, I'll show you what I'm eating, how I'm feeling, because I think that's the most important, how I'm feeling, and how I feel at the end of the day, and I'll probably continue it tomorrow. So I hope you'll follow along with us and let us know in the comments below how you feel when you fall off the wagon and what prompts you to get back on track, because I think it's a really important thing, and I think as we get older it gets harder. So hopefully this is helpful to me and you as well. So my plans for today, I've already had carbs for my breakfast, so my plan is to have a carb-free meal for my lunch. That's probably going to be a protein shake, because tonight it's Wednesday, so we're going to have Anything Happens Wednesday tonight, which is a bad time. But again, it's never going to be a good time to start, so I need to kind of adapt. Now, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to drive to the coast, which isn't far from where we live, and we park up at the lighthouse, and we usually listen to an audiobook, have some snacks and a cup of coffee, and then drive home again. So I don't want to take rubbish snacks like crisps, biscuits and cakes, so I'm going to have to think about what kind of snacks we take to eat. So I'll let you know what they're going to be later as well. And I definitely need to do a meal plan for the week, so I know exactly what I'm going to be eating every day. I mean, I can tailor it, you know, I don't have to stick to, you know, I'm having this on Tuesday. I can, you know, swap things out. But yeah, I also want to continue to do the daily stretches that I was doing with the girl with the Pilates mat, because I really enjoyed that and it did make me feel better. I also had a goal to do 5,000 steps a day, so I need to figure out how I'm going to fit that in. It's raining out today, so I'm not sure. But I did get a new piece of exercise equipment, so this is the ideal opportunity to start using it. I was gifted this by a company, so I'm just going to put a clip in here of what the piece of exercise equipment is and what I think about it. So I mentioned recently in one of my videos that one of my goals for this year was to exercise a bit more. So I was really excited when Yesoul Fitness sent me this G1M Plus indoor bike with immersive screen. I couldn't wait to try it. When it came in a big box, but the bulk of it was actually already assembled, and it didn't take very long to add the rest of the bits to it. It's a really sturdy bike, and it's got two little wheels on the front, so if you need to move it around the house, you can, if you haven't got space to do it in one area. So all that was left to do once it was assembled was to adjust the seat so it was the right height for me. So you need it at hip bone height, and you can adjust it with this knob here. You can see the little marks, so you can move it to where it's right for you. So if anybody else uses it in your house, then you can just make a note of which mark was your height. And you can also move the seat backwards and forwards with this knob, so it's the right position for you for the handlebars. Then the next thing you need to do is just plug your phone in to the screen. So this is what you get when you first turn it on. You get just this view where you can see how many miles you've done, calories, percentages, things like that. So if you plug it in, the wire is attached to the back of the screen. You just plug it into your phone. It's got a little holder here to rest your phone on. And if you download the Yesoul app, you can take advantage of all of the different classes and programs that are on here. So they've got classes that are suitable for beginners, which is good for me because I'm not very fit. Particularly liked these ones, the 20-minute gentle start introduction to easy ride. This one was a good one for me, and also the 30-minute ride for fat burning You Are the Champ workout, which is also, it says intermediate, so it's a little bit more than the beginner's one, but once you get a little bit more used to the bike, then you can try out a few different ones. There's lots of different workouts on here for you to use. And the good thing about the workouts are you get to do them with an instructor, so they're there motivating you and pushing you on and telling you when to rest. So that was really good for me because it felt like I was in a real class. One of the other great options on the Yesoul app is the World View mode, where you can cycle around different countries. So they've got France, China, Switzerland, Canada, or you can even just ride along the seashore. You've got the options of a 30-minute ride or a 45-minute ride, and I found that really, really good. I love looking at the sea, so for me to sit and ride the bike and see the sea was ideal. If you don't fancy doing a class, a proper workout class, you can also take advantage of the other multimedia streaming you've got available on your phone. So if you have a streaming app like Netflix on your phone, you can sit and watch one of your favourite shows while you're cycling, or you can even watch your favourite channels on YouTube, just so you can catch up with all the videos that you've missed while you're riding the bike. Whatever option you choose, you will see the stats on the screen, the information about how you're doing on your workout. So you will see the miles that you have cycled, the calories that you've used up, the RPM, the percentage intensity, and all that good stuff, so you know how you're progressing. The Yesoul G1M Plus has the same features and performance as other bikes with screens, but it's at a much lower price. So if you have ever fancied one of these bikes with the immersive screen, but you have been put off by the high price of some of them, then this one is maybe a good buy for you. If you were interested, I will leave the link to this bike in the description box, and I'll also put it in here. And if you use my code Georgie, you will get $100 off. If you go onto the screen, it will give you the price in pounds, but the final total will be in dollars. I've really loved using this bike. The classes have motivated us, and I feel like having the instructor there pushes you to do just that little bit more than if you were just riding the bike on your own. And every time I've used the bike, it has felt like a hard workout, but I've felt so good afterwards, and that's what you're looking for. Warren is also going to use the bike, he says, so hopefully we can both enjoy a fun cardio workout with the bike from Yesoul. So my other little exercise plans are to use the exercise bike 3 times a week, Warren's already started using it. I've used it a couple of times. He's starting to use it as well. He wants to do it 3 times a week. So that's going to be good for both of us. Hopefully we can motivate each other to do that. It's quite an enjoyable thing, so that should be okay. And especially on days when it's raining, that's quite easy to use that exercise bike. As well as doing the stretching video and the exercise bike, I also want to try and do 5,000 steps a day. I'm not quite sure how doable that's going to be because I work in the house. It is difficult to make myself go out of the house, so we'll see how that goes as well. Like I say, I am going to be doing an update on my goals at the end of March with Caroline, Mrs. M. If you haven't seen those goals videos, I will link to them in the description box below, and I'll also link to that video that I did with Dave Algio in case you want to learn more about mindset for losing weight. The plan is to start off with little things, so getting back into eating 3 times a day and trying not to snack. Or if I am going to snack, then it is something like maybe hard-boiled eggs or some Baby Bell cheese, something like that. Maybe get some carrot sticks or celery sticks and some hummus to put in the fridge. So I'm not snacking on biscuits and toast and cereal. But for the moment, it's just going to be the 3 meals a day, trying not to snack. Eventually, I'm going to have to start maybe counting carbs properly, and not only counting carbs, but also getting some indication of how many calories I'm having per day, because you can do low carb and still eat too many calories. So I'm going to have to get into that as well. But I'm not going to give myself too much to do. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I'm just going to do little bite-sized chunks. So we'll see how that goes. It's now 11:30 and I'm going to have a cup of coffee as usual. Still on me toffee apple coffee in my pumpkin mug. I don't take milk and I don't take sugar in coffee, so that's good. I don't have any biscuits in the house, so I can't have a biscuit with it. I am feeling a little bit like I want to eat something. I know there's bread in the cupboard, but because I'm doing this video, my mind is set not to eat it. So maybe if you don't have a YouTube channel and you want to try and get into the mindset, you could even just record yourself through the day. Even if you're not doing anything with that video, you could do like a video journal of how you're feeling. That might make you stick to it a little bit more or get back on track a little bit more. But yeah, I'm going to have my cup of coffee. I decided to go through my freezers because I don't particularly want to go out and buy a whole week's healthy shopping. So I've gone through my freezers and I'm going to show you what's in them, and then I'm going to work out a meal plan for the week from those. Some of the things may not be totally healthy, but if I put something healthy with it, that might work. So I'll just turn you around so I can show you what I've got. So in the freezer, I've got a few of these vegetable and tofu gyozas left. They're mine. Warren won't eat those. I've got some homemade spaghetti bologneses ready frozen. Both of us will eat those. They're made with veggie mince. I have some, or Warren has some chicken madras. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't eat, Warren does. And we both eat fish. He doesn't eat seafood, so it makes things a little bit difficult. This one is a chicken madras as well. So he's got 2 chicken madrasas. He also has a chicken tikka. I've got some omega-3 fish fingers. I have some plant menu, high in protein, char-grilled, no chicken smash burgers, which I've never had before. I've got some hot and spicy tofu bites. These are 6 traditional Cornish pasties. They come from Costco. Warren really likes a pasty. I have some plant menu chicken Kievs. And I got this from Costco the last time I was there as well. This is a bag of sheet pan vegetables, so I need to use those up. I've got a bag of Atlantic salmon They're all single packed pieces in there. There's quite a few of them left. One portion is enough for one person. Warren has some frozen chicken strips, proper chicken, not coated or anything. I've got a few of these Richmond meat-free sausages left. I have a few plant-based southern fried goujons. This is a source of protein. I'm not sure what the carbohydrate. So for two goujons, it says 17.4 carbohydrates, and as I tend to eat low carb, 17.4 is not bad as long as I don't have lots of carbs with it. Got some frozen prawns in there. It's half a bag. Like I say, Warren doesn't like prawns. Warren has some of these Young's Gastro chunky fish fingers. Now I don't like the chunky fish fingers, so that's why I had the other ones, the cheapy ones. We're not very compatible food-wise, I have to say. Makes life difficult. And Warren also has some of these flaming chicken tenders left, which he says are really good. So they're succulent chicken breast goujons with a hot and spicy coating, and he really likes those. So what I'll do is I'll make a meal plan for the week from what I've already got, so I'm not going out spending more money. Right, I've written a meal plan for dinners, or teas as we call it up here, for the next 7 days. So the first one is prawn korma and rice for me, and Warren can have chicken madras. He tends not to have rice. He's got some naan breads in the freezer, so he'll probably have that. I think I would prefer the rice to the naan bread. Second one, I'll make use of the plant chicken that I've got left with a baked potato and some salad, and Warren will have the chicken tenders with baked potato and salad. The third one, I'm going to use the salmon and the sheet veg, and Warren will have the pasty with the sheet veg. The fourth is sausage, egg, mushrooms and beans, so like a breakfast for tea kind of thing, and avoid the toast. The fifth is fish fingers, baked potato and salad. Warren probably have chips with his fish fingers, like it was salad and pickles and red cabbage and all that kind of thing. Just really tasty. Sixth, I think I'm going to have the tuna and sweet corn pasta. I'll make that up. Warren will have chicken madras again. He would have chicken madras every night if it was left to him. So he will have chicken madras. And the seventh is the bolognese that we've already got in the freezer with spaghetti and some Parmesan cheese. We usually have garlic bread with that, but I'm not going to have garlic bread, so I need to say if Warren wants garlic bread, I'll have to get some. Now I really need to think about what I'm going to have for breakfasts and lunches as well, because I think if I don't write those down every day, then I may kind of slip. So I need to think about what I'm going to have for breakfasts. Breakfasts, I think, is going to be the Greek style natural yogurt, because that's got more protein in it than ordinary yogurt. So that with some berries, I've got some frozen berries in the freezer, so blackberries, blueberries, I think there's some strawberries in there, that kind of thing. With that, I've got some almonds and some walnuts, so I can put some of that in. And I've also got some chia seeds, which add extra protein. I can put that on the top. That would make a nice healthy breakfast. If I want something quick, I can have a protein shake. I mentioned the protein shakes on a video last week, I think, and it is the Purition shakes, which are really nice. They're really quick, and I usually add almond milk and some avocado to that, and they usually keep me, well, they keep me hunger pangs away until lunchtime if I have that for breakfast. If I don't have that for breakfast, I could have it for lunch if I wanted to, as a quick lunch. For breakfast, I used to make low carb waffles all the time with almond flour, and I really liked those with the berries and the natural yogurt. with a squirt of the skinny maple syrup on the top. So I may start making those again. I can make batches of those up and either put them in the fridge or the freezer, so I'm not having to think about it first thing in the morning. I think planning ahead is, for me, the key to sticking to a healthy, I don't like to say diet, because as soon as I say I'm on a diet, I want stuff that shouldn't be on the diet. So I don't say diet, I'm going to say healthy eating plan. Yeah, planning is definitely the key. So for lunches, I've got some tuna in the cupboard. I've got a couple of tins of this. Now every time I open a tin of tuna, Milo comes running. Milo's my cat. She comes running because she can smell it. She can hear the tin and knows what it is, so she wants them as well. So I've got some tuna in the cupboard. I've got about 8 tins of mackerel fillets in tomato sauce, which I got at Costco. So I can definitely have those for lunches, with maybe salad or possibly some rice cakes or crackers, or even a slice of sourdough bread if I haven't been heavy on the carbs for the other 2 meals of the day. So there's plenty of opportunity there. Eggs are a great idea for lunch. I could do like a cheesy scrambled egg with maybe some peppers in it. I might make up some egg and kind of vegetable muffin thing to keep in the fridge as like could also use that as a breakfast option or a lunchtime option. I think I used to make them on Slimming World years and years ago, and I do think there's a low carb, well, they are low carb anyway, version of that, so I might make up some of those. I could always, now Nicola likes this, and even when she's not trying to lose weight, you cut a pepper, like a red pepper or a green pepper, a bell pepper, cut it in half and put some cottage cheese on or some tuna on, some sweet corn maybe, and just eat it as a sandwich. So use the pepper, the half of pepper instead of a slice of bread, and that's actually quite nice. You've got that nice crunch, so that could be an option. Or again, if I haven't been heavy on the carbs, you know, breakfast and dinner, then I could always have a slice of some like sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is a better option if you're doing low carb. And I could always get some cuppa soups in. Cuppa soups do have quite, they're quite high in carbs, but I suppose if you were desperate, then a cuppa soup would be a good idea. Or I could make my own soup. That would be even better idea. Make my own soup, freeze it in small portions, and then I could always take that out for lunch. So that is the plan for the week. It's about 12:30 now, and I am feeling hungry. So I think I'm going to make a protein shake up. I'm not going to have it just yet. I might leave it half an hour. I'll put it in the fridge, but I'll know it's there. And hopefully that will tide us over. But I've also done some hard-boiled eggs, just in case I want something snacky mid-afternoon. So I'll catch up with you later. It's now 2:30. I had me protein shake at about 1 o'clock. And I'm feeling hungry. I don't know whether it's psychological. I've got a headache, but I haven't been drinking any water, so that could be why I've got a headache. So I've had 1 glass of water, and I'm going to have another one, and I'm going to eat a hard-boiled egg and a Baby Bell cheese. So I'm thinking, because I usually have the protein shake at breakfast time, and I don't normally have it until about 9 o'clock. So I'm thinking the protein shake's not a good idea at lunchtime. I need something more substantial, more like I feel like I'm eating something. I've been editing a video, so it's kind of kept us busy and kept my mind off food, but I am hungry. So yeah, just a thought. So it is now 6:05. We are at Whitley Bay Lighthouse. It's quite dark. I'd forgotten it was going to be dark at this time of night. So normally we would bring some picky food, some snacky food, or we'd get some fish and chips from the chip shop in Whitley Bay. But tonight we decided to get a meal deal from Sainsbury's. So I'll show you what we got. Warren got a tomato and basil chicken pasta. I got pezzo and mozzarella pasta. I got a tub of watermelon. Lauren got a double decker. Lauren also got some McCoy's crisps. I don't think he's going to eat all 6 packets though. And I got myself some sea salted popcorn that is 44 calories a bag. And I also got a bottle of water. So I still have a slight headache. I did have a banana earlier because I do feel really hungry. I think that was a big mistake to have that protein shake for lunch. So I will do something different tomorrow where I eat some proper food, I think. But I'm feeling good about it. I feel like my stomach's not bloated, so that's good. So we are going to sit here and listen to Tom Jones's autobiography, which I feel like I've been listening to for about a year. Watch the sea while we can still see it and eat our snacks. So it's now Thursday, it's about 3 o'clock, so I just thought I'd give you a catch up on what I've been doing and how I'm feeling. So when I got home last night, I didn't feel hungry. I feel like I ate enough, but I did still have a headache. I think the headache could be from the withdrawals from eating all of the biscuits and carbs that I've been eating lately. I think that's what that could be. So even though I wasn't hungry, I felt very restless last night when we got in and we were watching telly, and I was like, normally I would be picking at stuff and I knew I didn't want to, and that made us feel more restless. But I managed to not eat anything, so I felt good about that. When I got up this morning, I didn't feel bloated, I didn't feel sluggish, so I felt good about that as well. For my breakfast, I had some Greek natural yogurt with some berries, some nuts, and a squirt of the skinny maple syrup. And that definitely kept me full. I'd say until about 12:15 when I started to feel a little bit peckish. For my lunch, I had one of those Warburton's thin protein bagels with the seeds on. And I had that with a hard-boiled egg, some coleslaw that I had left over, strange combination I know, a Baby Bell cheese, and I spread some mustard on the bagel, and that was actually quite tasty. And that also kept us full. It's 3 o'clock now, I haven't had anything else to eat, and I don't feel hungry. I am feeling quite irritable. And I know it's because I want a biscuit or I'm craving the sugar. So that's why I'm feeling irritable, and it's annoying us because I know I don't want to eat. I don't want to go and get a bar of chocolate or a packet of crisps, because if I eat that, I'm just going to be right back where I started because I can't stop at one. And what I don't want to do is become fixated on like alternative snack foods and sweet stuff. You know, when you're on a diet, you kind of look for things that maybe haven't got as many calories in or haven't got as much sugar in, or might be an alternative to something. And I do that with the 10 cal jellies. I'll buy a 6-pack of the jellies and I'll eat about 4 in the day. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to become fixated on snacks. I want to be able to just have 3 meals a day and not feel hungry and not want anything. And I know I can do that because I have done it before. Low carb is one of the best ways to get your blood sugar under control if you are type 2 diabetic. By far the best way to do it. I don't want to do keto. I have done keto before and I did it for about 6 weeks and it went well. I lost weight, my blood sugars came down. I just didn't think it was sustainable. You literally can only have 20 to 30 grams of carbs a day, and that's just not enough for me. I need to have, when you're on low carb, you can have up to 130 grams of carbs a day, which means I can have a slice of bread or a baked potato or some pasta if I manage, the rest of what I'm eating. So I don't want to get fixated on snacks, and I don't want to reach for the chocolate just because I'm feeling irritated. I don't actually have any chocolate in the house. I don't have any biscuits in the house, so that's good. But yes, it is making us feel irritable, and I know it will for a few days. It's just getting over that bit. I suppose that is the whole thing of getting back on track. It's not easy, is it? It is so hard to do. The people have mentioned Slimming World tours. I have done Slimming World in the past. I actually went to Slimming World, I think it was early last year. I think I managed 2 classes, and it's not for me anymore. I just found it so... The classes I find a waste of time, because you're basically sitting around waiting for people to be weighed so the woman can start the class. And then I don't really feel like the class I was in, I don't really feel like she was giving us any information that I didn't already know. Plus, Slimming World is, you can eat carbs, you can eat as many potatoes, pasta and rice as you want. So it's the exact opposite of what is recommended for a type 2 diabetic. So Slimming World is not for me. The low carb is definitely for me. It is just getting to the stage where I don't want the snacks. So I will get there. So for tea tonight, I'm going to have one of the things that's on that list. I think I was going to have the salmon, but I haven't taken it out of the freezer. I could take it out now and fast defrost it. I might do that. If I don't have the salmon in the sheet veg, I think I might have the fish fingers in the baked potato with salad and pickles. I like that kind of meal. It's tasty and it'll keep us full. And the fish fingers have omega-3 in and a bit of protein, so that'll work. So I do feel like I've got over that. Sorry, I'm shaking the desk. I think the camera's shaking. I do feel like I've got over that first hurdle of saying, okay, right, let's put the brakes on here. Let's stop eating the biscuits, stop eating the chocolate, stop eating the cake, stop eating the crisps, and just start trying to eat more healthy, 3 meals a day, and maybe 1 snack if I really, really need it, but not a bar of chocolate. I do feel like I've got over that within the last 24 hours. I've got past the I can't be bothered to start, I'm not motivated. I am motivated. I just need to keep on doing it. So I think the plan going forward is to try and stick to the 3 meals a day. I'm going to try and have proper food rather than the protein shake for the next week or so until I get into things, and then the protein shake might be fine. So the 3 meals a day, maybe 1 snack mid-afternoon if I really need it, maybe a rice cake, an apple with peanut butter, something like that. And I'll allow myself either a packet of crisps or a small piece of chocolate or a very small cake or 1 biscuit. You can't buy 1 biscuit. Maybe once a fortnight. And that might just tide us over. I don't really want to cut out things that are nice. I don't want to cut them out altogether. But what I can't do is build them into like a calorie count or a carb count, because for me, I'm trying to not eat them, if you see what I mean. It's because of the type 2 diabetes that I don't want to eat them. If I didn't have diabetes, if I was just trying to lose weight, it would be different. It wouldn't make that much difference as long as I put it within the calorie count or whatever I was doing. But the sugar in the carbs are really not good for me. They do affect my blood sugar. Just in case you want to comment below and say something like that, it doesn't work for me. So I think I'm going to end that video there. Please let me know what you think about getting back on track, how you cope with it, what makes you fall off the wagon, what kind of stops you in your tracks and makes you think, right, I need to start getting healthy again. just leave a note in the comment below because I'd like to read them. I'll keep you updated probably on a weekly, fortnightly basis in my vlogs. I will keep telling you what's happening and what I'm doing with me eating, because I think you might be interested to hear, and it does help me to actually talk to camera about it. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.